Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today's a super simple video. Now, today's my rest day. It's Sunday, so we didn't hit the gym because you got to take rest days. Rest days are super important. I used to be the guy that went to the gym every day, thought rest days were wrong. But the reality is your muscles are going to build on your rest days. So, when you go super hard in the gym, you can take rest days. You have to earn your rest days is what I'm trying to say. Because some people just go super light in the gym. That's what I was doing. That's why I never felt the need for a rest day. But now that I go till failure, now that I train heavier than ever because my testosterone's higher than ever, I need rest days so then my next lift is better. Because if I go into a lift fatigued, you're just going to cortisol max. You're just going to wear down muscle. You're going to plateau. You're not going to actually get gains. So that's the importance of rest days. And we'll get to that in the third section of today's video. But after that quick little intro, today we're talking about how I went from looking like this. I'll put some pictures on the screen, being super inflamed all the time, being a soy boy, low energy, requiring outside external motivation to do things, needing caffeine, energy drinks, needing pleasure all the time, dopamine scrolling, blah, 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 to this, and I'll put some pictures on the screen of the last few months of being a guy that doesn't have social media, being a guy who, gets up before the alarm, being a guy who walks more, being a guy who is really just putting his health first. And I've never really done that successfully until now, because now I understand it. Now I understand you have to eat the right foods and have the right lifestyle and train the right way to actually feel good. And like I said in the last video, I used to do the wrong things with my diet, and I wondered why I couldn't get the results. Oh my gosh, it's that cold. I just noticed that. But I never knew that. So we're going to talk about how you can go from being average to being elite or good, great, whatever, going from a plateau to being elite and getting out of it. We're going to talk about the lifestyle changes I made, kind of freeballing it. Each category that I talk about is going to get its own separate video where we actually dive deep into it. I ordered the whiteboard. We're going to draw on that, John, and it's going to get better. But the content's going to skyrocket. No lift today, but a lot of great value in this video. So hit the like, subscribe, definitely share with a friend who can help you get to the next level, because it's all about being around like-minded people. Find guys that are winning and want to win. So there's three things you need to optimize and get better if you want to go from good to great to elite, or go from what I looked like before to after. These are the changes I made. So it starts off with the training. We'll start with that because it's the easiest one by far. Now, online, you're going to see old Alex Eubank. You're going to see Sam Sulik. You're going to see Jeff Nippard. You're going to see, Greg Doucette. You're going to see these guys put out some of the most bullshit workouts because they're all taking testosterone or TRT or some type of SARM. And you're going to see their workouts are just crazy reps, crazy volume, all this stuff. A natural lifter's never going to be able to get gains with any of these bullshit lifts, these programs. They are all on tests. That's why they work. So here's what I do. Now, the three things you really need to focus on with training is consistency, and then obviously your lifestyle and diet, and just sticking to a plan. You don't need to be constantly switching. You don't need to worry about, if I do the single arm isolated workout, it's going to get me jacked. Focus on the core stuff. Now, my split is very simple. Chest, back, shoulder, arms, legs. Chest, back, shoulder, arms, and then, rear delts goes with legs, and then some days rear delts gets its own day. But the point is, I'm only hitting muscle groups twice a week max. If I go really freaking heavy one day, I only hit it once. I've seen more gains. I've seen more muscle growth from resting more. From eating my protein and resting more, I have more gains than I did before when I went to the gym, hitting a muscle group 3 times a week, 4 times a week, high volume, bunch of different workouts just for one chest. Now, I do 2 or 3 things max. You want to focus on the core, the big boy workouts. So, for example, what that means is I just kind of made that term up. You don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Chest day, bench press with dumbbell or barbell. That's your main lift. You start with that after you do band stretches and you go freaking heavy, because that's where you're going to build all your muscle and you're going to boost your testosterone the most, doing hard ass lifts like that. Leg day, squats, back squat, front squat. I never front squat. Shoulders, shoulder press, dumbbell, barbell. I like mostly dumbbell for that. Curls, just go heavy with dumbbells. Mix in some cable stuff. So what I'll do is I'm going to do a whole video on my split, and exactly what it looks like. But what I'll do is I'll do the main workout first and then implement some, or supplement, I guess, some like cables or maybe some dumbbells. So if it's a chest day, I'm going to do dumbbell bench press, or after doing the band stretches, dumbbell bench press first, and then I'll go do flies with the dumbbell or cables, and then maybe one more thing like a chest press machine. Oh my goodness. Chest press machine. Super simple. Arms, dumbbell curls, cable curls, done. Triceps, something with the dumbbell extensions, something with the cables, done. Shoulders, dumbbell bench press, shrugs with the dumbbell, and then lat raises with the dumbbell or the freaking cable. Legs, just squat. Just squat, do some leg extensions, leg curls, RDL, calves, boom. Legs I only hit like once a week, honestly, because I just go heavy. I want to get it done with. So my workouts are a lot shorter, but you have to go hard. You have to go hard. You want to boost your testosterone during the lift so you can get strong and jacked. Stay consistent. Here's all you really need to think about with the training portion of getting better. Focus on time under tension. Focus on your mind-muscle connection. Make sure you can feel, like when you're doing a chest press, you want to feel it in your chest, not in your shoulder, right? You want to feel it. Really just dial in. And you want to do really heavy sets to finish. You want to open up just heavy. Do those core lifts. Put in some cleans. Go heavy. All right? Don't do 8 different things for chest. You're just going to fatigue yourself. You're going to be fatigued after like that 3rd or 4th set unless you're on TRT or tren. If you are, go for it, man. Hell yeah. But if you aren't, like us, you have to just take advantage of those first few sets that go super heavy. So training super easy. Cardio. A lot of you guys are hitting the elliptical bikes, the really hard cardio bike. Stairmaster's okay. Or doing jogs and runs. You should only be sprinting like twice a week, the boost test, and then walking 10, 15, 20,000 steps a day, depending on your goal. If you're a guy who has a little bit of body fat and wants to shred down, do 20. If you're a guy who's pretty jacked, do 15. Do 10 or whatever. Make sure you're doing walking. Walking is the best form of cardio. Super easy on you, doesn't spike your cortisol. You're in that heart rate zone where you're actually burning body fat. You're not fatiguing your muscles. You're not stressing yourself out. So definitely implement walking. It could be in the treadmill, incline, Stairmaster twice a week. Hit it. That's all you need. That's all you need for training. And that's all there is for the training portion. It's not much you have to upgrade. You just have to stay consistent and make sure you're doing the right amount of exercise for muscle groups. Don't overtrain, don't undertrain. Make sure you're going hard. A few sets of failure a week aren't going to hurt. Okay? Okay, guys? So, and recovery is important. Don't overtrain. You're just going to stress your body out, and it's going to lead to plateaus. So, for the second section, now we get into diet. So, I'm actually at the Giant Eagle right now. I'm going to go in there, show you exactly what I'm getting, and then tell you what you shouldn't get. And then the third section will be lifestyle tips. So we'll do that back in the car. I'll catch you guys. All right, as you can see, they're out of grass-fed ground beef, but you want grass-fed stuff. So we'll just get this bison. No antibiotics, no hormones. I don't know if it's grass-fed, but they don't really have anything else here right now. So we'll just get this for now. Good thing I already have a bunch of ground beef back at the crib. But we'll cop this for now because we do need something for tonight. This, not grass-fed. So this probably ain't grass-fed. You want grass-fed stuff, but they're out of it, so we'll just get some bison for now. All right, so this is literally it. That's all I need right now. I already got my avocados, sweet potatoes, and fruit. So this is really all you need. All I need right now. But this is where you're going to get all your vitamins. This is where you're going to get all your protein. This is the fundamentals right here. This is all you need. All right, so we just got out the Giant Eagle. All I needed was my eggs and a little bit of beef. And I just got ground bison. I don't think it's grass-fed, but, you know, not the biggest deal today because they didn't have anything else. So it is what it is. But ideally, this is what the diet looks like for me and what it should look like for you eventually. Eggs, beef, bison, venison, sprinkle in avocados, sweet potatoes, and fruit, raw honey. It's really all you need. Those are the fundamentals there. Then we thinking, oh, what about bread? What about my wraps? What about all this other stuff. The thing with diet is I think people overcomplicate it. It's not about adding stuff into your diet. It's about eliminating the bullshit you're already consuming. So, for example, for me, I'm going to tell you what I had to cut out to get to the next level, to get my physique better, to get a better, cleaner face, because I would get a bunch of acne because my gut was disrupted. So I cut out protein shakes, all the scam proteins. I call them scam proteins. Those are the protein bars, the protein shakes, the protein cookies, anything that isn't meat that they say has protein in it. Protein cereal, bro. Is that protein even bioavailable? Hell no. That protein's old bullshit. If it comes from, why would milk sit on a shelf and have shelf life from whey protein or pea protein? How the hell is that protein? It's not. It's just a scam they can put on the freaking packaging to sell it. Your gut doesn't know what the hell to do with that fake synthetic food, that processed food, versus what it would do with whole foods like eggs and beef and protein from real whole foods. Why would processed synthetic lab protein be the same as a slab of meat? It's not. So quit buying it. You get acne, brain fog, you're bloated because of the bullshit proteins you're having, the scam proteins. Next thing you got to cut out, energy drinks. Caffeine itself isn't the best thing for you because it does spike your cortisol and it can stress your body out. But as long as you have it like 2 hours after waking up, it's not a big deal. And if it's natural caffeine from a coffee bean or even tea, that's probably fine. But energy drinks are a no-no. I used to love energy drinks. I lived off of them. And even when I thought I was eating clean, I would still get acne and brain fog and all this stuff. And it's from the energy drinks because it's fake synthetic caffeine. And they put stevias in there and the natural flavors. Who knows what that means? So avoid energy drinks. I cut those out and now I just have coffee. Easy enough. Now, what else did I cut out? I cut out bread. I just don't see the point. Even if it's like 100% sourdough, I still just don't see the point. The thing you got to recognize is it's going to take time to adjust to this diet. And then you have to have the lifestyle too, which is the next point in this video. But the thing is, when you just eat whole foods only and your carbs are coming from fruits and sweet potatoes and a little bit of Rosetta rice, you're going to be full. One thing I used to think is, oh, I'm not going to be full because I'm not having breads or all this other food. Now I'm not, how am I going to feel full? But the reality is you actually feel full with this stuff. You actually are nourished from whole foods, not bullshit synthetic stuff or bullshit 1,000 ingredient bread. Bread's an interesting one where if you can get sourdough, like a good homemade sourdough, whatever. Like if you're bulking, whatever, eat that. That's fine. But if it's just a lot of bread at the store, just corn syrup maxing, bullshit maxing, bread is just not that good for you guys. What else did I cut out? I can't have dairy. I am lactose, but I'm going to start implementing raw milk and raw butter. But that's one thing you should go from having pasteurized milk. Pasteurized milk, once it's heated up for shelf life, all the micronutrients are destroyed, deteriorated. So you're not going to get as many as you would if you have raw milk. So think about that a little bit. But the thing with diet is about just getting rid of stuff. It's about the lifestyle stuff. I'm not going to talk about all of it until I get the lifestyle section of this video, but just diet-wise, all you need to do really is eat 2 big meals a day, structure your carbs around workouts, and if you have cravings, just have some frozen fruit at night. Diet is not necessarily that hard. I think it's simple, but just because it's simple doesn't make it easy. It's going to be hard going from having processed sugars and processed bullshit to eating just straight whole foods. It's going to be a tough adjustment. It was for me, but now I'm on the other side. I feel great. My energy's up. My lifts are insane. I'm just freaking jacked all the time. I don't get bloated every time I eat because I'm eating good foods. Foods that my body knows how to process and digest and release. But before, if I'm just feeding a bunch of stuff to my gut, because your gut, your stomach, that's the second brain. And if you're giving it bullshit, man, you're going to get bullshit outputs. And I was getting those. My sleep was bad too. But that's pretty much it for diet. I'm going to do a whole freaking diet. This channel is going to evolve into a lot of lifestyle tips. So we will do diets, what not to eat, what to eat, doing a bunch of stuff like that. But this is a very quick video of how I went from looking bad, feeling bad, and just not being my best version to how I'm, reaching the next level, how I'm upgrading my life. So this is just a quick kind of like foreshadow of the future, but I wanted to get a quick video out there to kind of show you guys it is possible. Right now, the best part of this video, life lifestyle. Lifestyle changes you have to make in order to do these. To do the first two, it's going to require lifestyle. You can't train better if your lifestyle's shit. You can't eat clean if your lifestyle doesn't align. Because what's going to happen is if you're a guy who drinks every weekend and then you try to eat the high cholesterol diet, your uric acid buildup is going to be too high, and then you might get gout and you might get other issues. Everyone comes up to me, oh, you're having too much cholesterol. You're going to get gout. You're going to get all these issues. Why would I if I don't do any other bullshit? If I don't consume processed bullshit? If I don't drink? If I, walk every day? If my lifestyle aligns with my diet, I'm chilling. I feel better than ever. I look better than ever. And put me next to any other guy right now that drinks every weekend, and I'm going to freaking blow them out of the water. And I'm not trying to brag, but it's the reality we're in. Everyone's average. You can't do the diet and this lifestyle if you're having cheat meals, if you're drinking every weekend, because like I said, the uric acid buildup is going to cook you. You're going to get no recovery. Your REM sleep's going to be effed. If you're out late on weekends, your circadian rhythms. Then all the process, all the progression you made in the week, if you did the right lifestyle, you did the 3 things right, but you did 2 days on the weekend doing bullshit, you're going to throw all that out the window. That's the reality. Everyone's like, oh, 80-20. Eat 80% clean, 20% bad. 80% fun, or 80% dialed in and then 20% fun. That's not how it works. That's not how it works, guys. That's the reality. If you're a guy who drank maybe twice a month, sure, you might be able to get away with that. But to the guys that are like, oh, I'm going to do it once a week, twice a week, and I'll be okay. Bro, you're cooked. You're cooked. That's the reality. So quit coping. You're cooked. So you need to change some stuff right now. If you're okay with being average, if you're okay with being walked on, if you're okay with not getting to the next level, keep doing the bullshit you're doing. But when I was doing all that bullshit, I was not okay with it. That's why I stopped doing it. That's why I'm making these videos, because I know there's guys out there that just need that extra push to the next level. So with that being said, like and subscribe. Free plug to the channel, because we're going to upgrade your life. And then down below, Instagram DM me if you need help, like more one-on-one shit, because I will help you guys. Because I went from looking like I did in the beginning. I showed you what I used to look like, and I told you what I used to feel like. But now I'm freaking dialed. Now I'm getting to that next level. It's about consistency. Lifestyle changes. You need to be sleeping better. You need to be focusing on most of yourself. If you're a guy, I used to deal with a lot of anxiety and fear for the future. I started journaling my thoughts, my plans for the day. Like the night before, I'd plan out goals. I still do it. And it's helped a lot. I feel more organized. I'm able to get more shit done. Getting better sleep improves my overall mood, so that I'm able to get shit done all day. I don't drink. I don't do bullshit. I don't go out on the weekends. I'm building towards something. I'm not destructing anything. You can still get progress by drinking every weekend, but it's very slow. It's very slow progress. So one day, are you going to get jacked? Or day one, you're going to get jacked today and upgrade your life? Or are you going to keep doing bullshit? At the end of the day, it's about what are you going to take out of your lifestyle. That's the key. It's not adding stuff in. I'm not telling you to add any crazy stuff in. I'm just telling you, get rid of all the bullshit, eat clean, and just keep doing what you're doing, really. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. It's not necessarily adding in a bunch of crazy stuff. I'm not telling you to wake up at 4:30 every morning. I'm not telling you go to bed at 6 every night or 8, like super early. That's up to you. But if you get rid of the bullshit that you're doing, you're going to see progress pretty fast. That's the reality. That's the reality. So your lifestyle, if you want to be able to get jacked, get shredded, and train better, and then in order to actually eat the diet, the test maxing diet, you have to cut out bullshit. Like, you actually have to. Because, like I said, if you have really high uric acid, you're cooked. So don't drink. Don't drink. Don't sit around on the couch on Sundays doing bullshit. You got to always be progressing, trying to get better. What is the next level? That's what you have to figure out. And you have to figure out, do you really want it? So today was a fun talk. We didn't go to the gym, but we definitely had a productive video here, because I'm going to tell you guys exactly how I've been upgrading my life. And you can too. It's super easy. I was just an average Joe. I was just an average kid. I'm from freaking Ohio. but I'm making a name. I'm making something of myself now because I'm doing what no one else will do. Look at the average man. Look around at the average people. People are cooked. People are just going with the norm. People are just okay with being average and content. It has never been easier to be successful. It's never been easier to be above the crowd. It's never been easier to be a leader. All it takes is optimizing your training, your diet, and your lifestyle. All you have to do. So definitely leave a like, guys, subscribe. We're going to dive into more. I just wanted to shoot this out there and kind of give you guys an idea of what it would take to go from when I looked like shit to what I look like now. And where there's always can get better. I don't look anywhere near what I know I can probably look like in a few months by continuing this disciplined diet. It's all about discipline and consistency at the end of the day. If you can't do any of those, this whole video is bullshit. You didn't learn anything. If you can't be disciplined, you can't be consistent. That's the reality. If you want to get to that next level, if you want to be great for your family, your friends, your loved ones, your girlfriend, you have to make sacrifices. Sacrifice your pleasure for more pain. Get uncomfortable so you can be comfortable doing the uncomfortable things. At the end of the day, guys, it's down to you. It's down to you. And if you're just stuck, if you feel like there's no hope, there is hope. I promise you. I felt like that, but I made change. You have to take action. So if you guys need that extra boost, if you have more questions, this like that, definitely like, subscribe, because I'm going to push more videos out, or DM me in my Instagram below questions, and I will answer you. I will call you. I will help you, because I want to help men get better. Because at the end of the day, if the world is ran by strong men, if men get strong again, the world just gets better. Because men are so weak nowadays, and it's leading to wars, and it's leading to high divorce rates, it's leading to obesity, because men are just weak and they're okay with being comfortable. So, at the end of the day, guys, what do you want? You want to be good, your best version of yourself, or do you want to be a loser? I mean, that's what it comes down to. So, thank you guys for watching this whole video. Like, subscribe if you got some good info from it. We're going to be posting every day, lifts, lifestyle tips. We'll do best diet, whatever. But you guys get it. DM me on Instagram. Go follow below. Peace out, gang.